Back to school means sharing the road. We could see more students choosing to walk or bike to class, all in an attempt to stay away from germs on a school bus.
Traffic expert Anavid Reyes is here with tips on how to keep the cyclists and pedestrians safe. Anavid.
That's right. Good morning, Andy, Elisa. I spoke with TechShot to see what kind of back-to-school safety tips they had for us, and they said right now speeding is a big concern when it comes to drivers, cyclists, and pedestrians sharing the road.
In Houston, speeding and distracted driving are two of the big factors in a lot of our crashes and fatalities.
Cyclists and pedestrians have a lot of similarities, but are considered different groups.
For example, cyclists are allowed to be on the road. They are a vehicle. So for them, a lot of their safety concerns are more about how can they be more visible to vehicles because they're a vulnerable user.
Right now, we have a bunch of new cyclists on the road because of the pandemic. But for many young students, it's the first time they've ever owned a bike and aren't familiar with the laws.
One of them is making sure that you have a bike lights on your bike.
Making it easier for drivers to notice cyclists compared to just using reflectors. This is especially important in the fall when it gets darker earlier. Many students don't think it's the coolest gear, but wearing a helmet while riding your bike is the law. If your child is walking to school this year, you're going to want to talk to them about the danger of walking while looking at their phone. It's not illegal, but it could be a matter of life or death when crossing an intersection.
Crossing illegally an intersection is a violation. You can get a ticket for that.
When there is a sidewalk, use it. If there's no sidewalk, walk on the left side of the road facing traffic.
So the important thing for drivers, pedestrians, and cyclists is just to be aware of your surroundings.
Eventually.
And remember, parents, if your child chooses to walk to school, children under 10 should have an adult with them to make sure they are safe. Here's a good tip for drivers. If you find yourself at an intersection with a cyclist in a bike lane and both desire to make a right turn, because the cyclist is the vulnerable user, the driver should wait for the cyclist to make the right turn first.
Yeah, very good information there, Anavid.
Got to be extra careful. Thanks.